Draw me close.
It's time now for the Art Connection of East Texas. The Art Connection of East Texas is sponsored by the Judy Koonsman team at Keller Williams Realty. They sell real estate with a smile. Now let's welcome your host and co-host of the Art Connection of East Texas, Nita Fran Ward and Cindy Trimble.
Well, good morning, and how excited we are to be here this morning with you.
We are. Alex Ruiz here with Starsteed on the line with us today at the Art Connection of East Texas. Welcome, East Texas.
Hello, hello.
I'm Cindy Trimble, your co-host, here with Nita Fran Ward, and we're here on Saturday morning, and glad you're here with us.
Yes, and thank you very much, Alex, for being here. We've been real pleased that Alex said yes, and we asked him if he would bring his guitar and sing for us alive, because this is a live show.
It is.
So he's going to do that for us this morning.
Well, we always certainly grew to his tune in and out of
Yes,
commercial
we
breaks,
do.
so we're so happy that you're here with us, and early for a band member that we must
That's
say
right.
as
We
well.
were quite impressed that this young man showed up on time.
Well, the rest of the band isn't here, so I hope they're having sweet dreams. Good for you, Alex.
I told them, I was just like, y'all, sleep in, you know.
We're going to jump right in this morning and talk about our, we always do a community service announcement, and again, we want to talk about the summer schedule for the children at the Tyler Museum of Art. And parents, grandparents, I really encourage you to call over there and talk to them, 903-595-1001. Go by and check out the summer programs for your children. Get them in some sort of art program this summer, as well as swimming and all of those other things. And I think it will benefit them a great deal, and you will be pleased that you did. You might find that budding little artist within your family.
Well, we speak, too, about how the children, teaching them the art, it teaches them creative solutions to life and to respond. So we definitely encourage that. And in fact, I'm very excited. One of my dear friends from California years ago is actually teaching movement arts for children. She was teaching in Santa Fe for about 15 years and is currently in Poland doing that. And we think she's going to be calling in a little bit later during the show.
Wouldn't that be fun? Mm-hmm. As a former art teacher and educated to teach children art, it is a problem-solving skill, and they really learn how to do those kinds of things, starting out in a small way, and then as it grows and grows and grows, they realize that they have the power to make choices to solve the problems in their lives, whether it's in their job or in their personal life. And so I really encourage people to move toward art for their children in their lives.
Well, we recently had Jacques Rodrigue here and his father George, so the famous Blue Dog, as we all know. And, he too was sick in bed as a child, and that's how his art career began.
Yes.
So
I had a friend in Las Vegas, New Mexico, and he had a severe stroke at the age of 40, and he had not been doing his art at all. His wife walked in with his paints again in the hospital bed. He had to learn to talk and walk and everything all over again. And the art is what helped him get through that. It became something that was driving him. And so art is a very important part of many people's lives, including art being music. Isn't it, Alex?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
I can't tell you how many times I've been able to get through like certain phases of my life just because I was able to write down my feelings on paper and put a melody to it.
And as a writer, Cindy, don't you find that true too?
Oh, certainly. It's a means of expression.
And those moments when you're maybe the saddest or whatever, you pick up that pen and that piece of paper and you start writing out, and that's when some of the most beautiful things of poetry flow.
One of my poems was written in great despair, and I had a friend read it, what joy it brought them, so.
Well, yeah, I understand that. Well, I want to thank, we always go through our sponsors and thank them, because if it wasn't for them believing in us and believing in Art Connection of East Texas, we wouldn't be able to have this show. And Cindy, we've been doing this 4 months.
I can't believe it, how time flies. It's so much fun.
And we are having such good response. And we have people coming into Valarosa. We have an art gallery Kim Cobb and I own an art gallery in Burkeville Center, and we are having people come in there that are listening to the radio show, and they talk about it. Not only artists, but people just who are listening to it and say, we found out about this and we want to come in and see you. So it's been a real good thing for the artist to have.
Well, and more, the Tyler Arts is all in that downtown area, Burkeville Center being a historic part of the community. We're really pulling that pendulum back to the beginnings of Tyler and the historical heritage that we have here.
Yes, absolutely. So we truly believe that we're going to make a difference.
We are making a difference.
Giving the voice back to the artist. Thank you, Judy Kunzman and your team at Keller Williams. Thank you, Tracy Brevard and her sister, Gold Leaf Gallery, and Burkeville Insurance Agency. Thank you, Brad. Silver Linings Antiques and Royal Passage Antiques in Burkeville Center are also our sponsors, and they're having a sale. Cindy, talk about that.
Yes, tiny little treasures. You want to go to the Burkeville Center and explore both the Silver Lining and Royal Passage. They are having a sale going on right now, so you never know what you're going to find, which is part of the joy of the journey. And we also, too, want to give a shout-out to Larry Lott, who was formerly at the Burkeville Center. He has just moved his location to the downtown area, and it's amazing what he's done with that warehouse. And I can't believe it was all pushed into one teeny tiny little store. Go Larry.
And we want people to go down and visit Larry's new place there on Ferguson.
Yes, at 512 East Ferguson.
It's on East Ferguson. And we were there for the opening of it in October, and it was a great time.
Well, he does everything over the top, so
yes,
you can't believe what that warehouse looks like on the inside.
So we are proud for Larry. We will miss him as a neighbor, but we're proud for him. Alex, your life.
My life.
Your life and your music. The first time I met you, you played at the Spring Fling.
Yes, I did.
There at the Burkeville Center, and I heard your music, and then you came in, and I was able to meet you. I think John David brought him in and introduced him.
We love John David.
Yes, we did.
He's an awesome guy.
And we visited with you, and I said to you then, I said, Alex, I really want us to bring you onto the radio show and for Cindy and I to interview you, because creativity, music is art, but you write your own words and you write your own music, and that in itself is even more important.
Yes,
because
it is.
everything that you do is all original, and that's one reason that we chose your music the second time. The first time we chose Erin Kinsey, and by the way, people, Erin Kinsey just finished up in Nashville. And
So
she's
exciting.
there this weekend, so she's been having a great time.
So excited for
back to
Erin.
Nashville, and we're proud for her. And when I heard your CD, I asked you to bring in a CD, and I heard it, and I thought, this is music. This is good music. And I'm very, very particular about what I put into my brain as far as music or reading and that kind of thing. And I really enjoyed it. And we chose a couple of songs as our lead-in and our theme song. And in a few minutes, you're going to play. And let's talk about your young life. You were raised in Connecticut, you said, but your mom's parents were here.
Yeah. I was born in Connecticut. I don't remember too much about it because I moved when I was about 1 or so down to Mount Pleasant, Texas, and just moved around.
So you
many
really
times.
were raised in Texas.
I was raised in Texas. I kind of envy people who are actually born here. You know, I'm just like
You belong to us.
I was just like, Connecticut. You know, it's beautiful and I love it, but this is just where my heart's at. And so, I mean, I think I went to 6 different elementary schools, all over the United States as well as in Texas. I lived in Pennsylvania for a little bit. And I have family all over. Like, I have family in Boston, I have family in California, around Texas, and I actually came into contact with my family in El Salvador pretty recently. That's where my dad is from. And I haven't been to Mexico in a long time, but I miss it. So
A lot of diversity there. People
Absolutely.
and places that pull into the music. But
Yes.
you're right.
I
And you
think it shows.
and you talked about, so your father's El Salvadoran, and your mother
Is
is,
from
you
Mexico.
said, from Mexico. So you have quite a heritage there.
I do.
A music heritage. And you said many of the people in your your family, your mother's family, are musicians.
Yes. On my mom's side, my grandpa and his brother, they pretty much are just like, just musical geniuses. My grandpa, he plays bass, accordion like no other. I mean, I remember growing up and just he was kind of a sort of he just liked being by himself a lot, and I could always find him playing his accordion, and it was always just one of those beautiful moments that I was blessed with growing up.
When we come back from our break, we're going to talk a little bit more about your family and the music, and I want to know how they got together and played their music together. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to take a break.
Rush Limbaugh, weekdays at 11. Set a new button for 97.5 FM, KTBB.
Are you looking for an excellent and professional real estate team? Judy Koonsman and her team of professionals at Keller Williams Realty are ready and excited to help you with your real estate needs. With Judy having 20 plus years of experience, she is definitely the person to have working for you. She brings her enthusiasm and professionalism required to get you to the closing table and will make buying or selling a home easier for you. Call the Judy Koonsman team today at 903-581-0111. They're selling real estate with a smile.
You've waited months to bring it home? A beautiful painting that still takes your breath away, and you have just the right place in mind to hang it. All that's missing is a custom frame, that final detail that ties it all together. Trust your artwork to Gold Leaf Gallery. With an eye for detail and a heart for artists, Gold Leaf Gallery offers custom framing and personalized service. Gold Leaf Gallery in the French Quarter in Tyler. Framing by artists for artists. GoldLeafGallery.com.
You know, there are really only two reasons to buy a new refrigerator. Hi, this is Paul Gleiser. One is because you're building or remodeling, and the other is because the one you have quit or it's about to. In both cases, you need Don's TV and Appliance. Choosing a major appliance based on which one looks the nicest at the National Home Center store isn't the way to do it. They pretty much all look nice. Refrigerators cost a fair amount of money. You need expert help to pick one out. Unlike the national stores, Don's TV and Appliance has such experts. I know I myself have relied on them. Top mount, side by side, bottom freezer, which one? Don's will help you make the right choice. Plus, if it's an emergency, as in your current refrigerator just died, get to Don's before noon and your new refrigerator will be in place before dinner. And all summer long, buy from Don's. They'll include a DQ ice cream party pack to put in your new freezer. One more reason they call Don's the Get More store. Don's TV and Appliance, they're on South Broadway in Tyler and online at donstv.com. If you've ever hired a contractor to do construction, build out, or remodel work at your business, chances are the job wound up going over budget and taking too long. Hi, Paul Gleiser here. You know, we kind of just know that's going to happen. I know I did. Right up until Caliber Associates came in and did a complete makeover of our offices and studios here at KTBB. It was miraculous. Caliber Associates arrived when they said they'd arrived. They were finished when they said they'd be finished, actually a couple of days early. And I was never asked for an additional dime. That was 2 years ago. Recently, we updated our entrance with a beautiful glass front. Job quoted, job done. Amazing. If you own or run a business and need construction or remodel work done, you owe it to yourself, your shareholders, and your employees to let Caliber Associates bid the job. Call me, and I'll be glad to show you the work they did for us. Caliber Associates. You'll find them online at CALIBERGC.com. Caliber Associates, online at calibergc.com.
To some of us, it's just a cold glass of milk, packed with nutrition. To a dairy farmer, it's the everyday commitment of protecting the environment, taking care of the cows, and raising their families in our local communities. It's all about family, the cows, and the land. And of course, providing wholesome, nutritious dairy foods. To learn more about the dairy farming community, visit dairymax.org.
Texas A&M's Mays Business School offers top-ranked professional and executive MBA programs in Houston. Classes are conveniently offered on alternating weekends for working professionals and experienced leaders. Step up to your potential with a world-class MBA from Texas A&M's Mays Business School. Apply by June 15th for fall 2016 entry. Learn more at TAMUMBA.com.
listen on your smartphone. Just search KTBB in the App Store. It's free. Sponsored by Tyler Ford.
And you're listening to the beautiful music of Alex Ruiz, who is sitting here in the station live with us this morning. And thank you again, Cindy.
Thank you all,
being
East Texas. You're joining us here on the Art Connection of East Texas.
The call-in number, if you want to talk to Alex or any of us, is 903-593-5822. So give us a call if you'd like to talk. You say, Alex, you're talking about your family.
Yes.
And when you were a child, were you did you have an opportunity to be with them as a group when they would get together? Was music always a part of those get-togethers?
Most of the time, I definitely remember when I was younger a lot more that my grandpa would always. He still does this though. He'd always like play accordion or. It's always beautiful because every birthday he usually like sings me a happy birthday in English and Spanish.
That's nice.
So it's one of those beautiful things that I've always cherished.
Sure.
But it's not too many people. Like I'm the only sort of first generation out of ours that like really pursued music. I have others, cousins that do it as well, but they're still learning. I'm the only one trying to do it professionally at this moment. But yeah, there's time. We would have times where we'd all just like play music together and just kind of enjoy.
Do you have a favorite song you remember from your childhood? That that you would get together and play?
I'm trying to think. I think Las Mañanitas. That's sort of really it's like folk song, Mexican folk song.
Could you play that for us?
I don't know how to play.
But he is going to play a song for us. What are you going to play?
Yes.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
We're going to do that in a few minutes. You say that I read on the sheet of paper that you sent back to me that you did have a semester of classical guitar at TJC, so you enjoy classical music as well as writing your own.
Yes, I do. I mean, I enjoy all types of music, all genres. I try to find something to inspire me in everything I listen to. I pride myself on having such a diverse taste, and I think it shows because I love jazz. I love some pop.
Well, on your CD, that was obvious. As I listened to the whole thing, it would move into several different sounds, and I thought that at the time. Can you play us something classical? I would like for you to do that real quickly.
I even gave up my second microphone so I can share with the guitar.
Here,
Cindy, do you need two mics?
I do. I have a big mouth most of the time. But I will share. Sharing is caring.
Yes, it is.
I don't know the full song.
That's beautiful. Thank you. So I also noticed that you have some artists who have influenced your work, and let's talk about them because of these people that you have listened to as you've grown up, and they have influenced you with their style, with their. How have they influenced you?
The artists that I put on there, it's really hard for me to choose. Like those are like if I had to say something. But the bands that I chose, one of them is called Snarky Puppy, and the other one is Hiatus Coyote. Those two bands, they've been around for a little bit, at least the last 10 years. They pretty much sort of changed my perspective on how music can still be technically sort of how do I say this? diverse, but still can appease sort of the layman. So like musicians can enjoy it, and then so can like
just the listener.
Just a listener.
Just for the enjoyment of
it. Sometimes jazz music can get really academic and really over the heads of some people. And then, you know, some pop music or, you know, it's you know, the lyrics are really good, but then like I just get bored with like their musical backing. I'm like, oh, I could do a better job than that. And it's just my personal taste. And so those artists really, really influenced me in like showing me like, hey, you can appease both worlds. You just, you know, have to be sort of conscious about it.
I think what I've seen in your music is where you are taking those different diverse facets of your life and creating that into your own blend. That's what I've heard in your music that does make it so special.
Yeah, I definitely try to mush everything together and see if it works. I definitely have played a lot of wrong notes and trying to figure out how to make it sound good, but sound well. Sorry. But yeah, I guess I could play a little something.
Do.
I'm gonna take off my headphones a little bit. It's a little hard to hear. Hold me close, hold me near, so I don't have no fear of what is to come, of what I have become. Wish I could take the sun and pop it like a pill. I feel it burn down my throat and make the welts instill. I feel the power growing until I burst. Each atom in my body sporadically disperse. We seem to be selfish, wasteful machines, trying to gain power using any means. Keep it up, we'll burn this earth into the ground. Finally holding hands as hellfire rains down. Hold me close, hold me near, hold me so I have no fear. Of what is to come, of what I have become. 1,000 innings to this thing we call life. You mess up once, you don't get to go twice. Ain't nothing simple about being a man, trying to figure out how it began. I'm not ashamed of the things that I've done, 'cause I'll be judged when the time comes. The key, honestly, is to love and to stop becoming the world. Hold me close, or hold me near, so I don't have no fear of what is to come, of what I have become. Hold me close, or hold me near, so I don't have no fear of what is to come, of what I have become.
That speaks to me spiritually.
Actually, it was really funny because when I originally wrote that song, I didn't know what it was about. I wrote it, and it wasn't about like a certain person. It was and it's funny because you're not the only person that has said that.
It's a prayer.
It is. It's funny because like when I wrote it, I was just kind of sort of trying to it was my take on the human experience, the sort of seeing how human greed is kind of destroying our culture, and just sort of just telling everybody, just slow down, just experience the world as it is. Just
instead of spiraling down and spiraling down. I liked it. It's very beautiful. I love the melody, but I also enjoyed the words. We need to take a break.
There we go. Art Connection of East Texas.
Thank you for being with us. We'll be right back. I hope she calls in. What time is it over there, her time?
8:30, so it's late at night there. He's on the phone there. That might be her.
oh man, I thought my guitar was tuned. It was a 2 out of 2.
Oh, goodness. I think that the caller is calling in, and I think she's on the phone, so we're going to probably keep going.
Oh, we've had all this dead time on air.
Okay.
So we have our friend, is Catherine on the air?
Okay. Catherine, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Well, good morning. We're just glad that you called in. Thank you for calling in. And Cindy, go ahead and talk with your friend.
This is, everybody, this is my friend Catherine, and she's joining us from Poland. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, I'm looking forward to hearing about what's going on in your area and the art scene there.
What time is it in Poland, Catherine?
It's 3:30 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay. Well, welcome.
Now, Catherine is teaching movement arts for children, has been her specialty for the 20 years that I've known her. How is that going there in Poland with the children?
Oh, it's wonderful. I work at an international school, and I teach children from the age of 5 up till 8. I do a lot of movement and physical activity with them, and then I teach drama and theater production with middle school students. So those are students who are 11 to 18 or 15 and up to high school.
Isn't that wonderful? Catherine is like myself. She and I do not have children of our own, but we've adopted all the children that ever come around us. And I love that about you, Catherine.
Mother Hubbard.
Well, we thank you for calling in today. Did you have a question that you wanted to ask any of us while we have you on air?
Absolutely. I want to hear what's happening in your town, in Tyler, in Denton, in Texas.
Well, Denton's about 3 hours from Tyler, and we are right smack in the middle of East Texas, which is beautiful and lush and wonderful and full of art and history here in the East Texas area. Specifically in the downtown area, we've got a lot of historic landmarks and a lot of preservation and revitalization of our downtown area, and that's what we're doing, connecting people and art and making the story of Tyler something new.
Are there any new gallery openings or exhibits?
We have just opened, this is Nita Fran, Catherine, and we have just opened in October a new gallery. Actually, I had a gallery or still have a gallery in Las Vegas, New Mexico. I understand you spent some time in Santa Fe.
Yes, that is absolutely true. I was in Santa Fe, New Mexico for 15 years.
That's quite a stint. Well, I've been there for 15 years too. We'll be coming back in December completely. So that's a good history. What did you do when you were in Santa Fe?
I also worked in the arts doing movement with children and creating operettas and musical theater and dance performances with children of all ages.
Where did you teach that?
In the Santa Fe Public Schools.
Okay.
And Santa Fe Opera and the Santa Fe Performing Arts and National Dance Institute and Artworks, and I could go on.
You were busy. Well, I will tell you, if people have not been to the Santa Fe Opera, that is something they need to put on their bucket list because it's an experience.
That is true. What's the name of your gallery in Las Vegas?
It's Valorosa. No, the one in Las Vegas is War Dancer Designs and Gallery. That's the parent company of mine is War Dancer Designs LLC. And then here in Tyler, we named it Valorosa Designs and Gallery.
Wonderful. What kinds of items do you have?
We actually have art from New Mexico, and we also have a very nice collection of original. We just carry originals of local art. We've had artists come in constantly, and we are just full of art there. And I really encourage people here in Tyler to come by there in the Burkeville Center and see it. We'd love for you to come visit Tyler.
It's been about 20 years since you were here. We went to a little fair out in Chandler with my grandmother years ago, and she got to experience some bull riding, and the chicken scratch bingo game was really great fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you still in culture shock, Catherine?
What is it like there in Poland where you are?
Right now, it's springtime moving into summer, so the weather has been mostly beautiful. We've been getting some afternoon showers and blue skies with clouds. And I'm in southern Poland, in Krakow, in a big city. Coming from Santa Fe, New Mexico, it's a city that is 750,000 people as opposed to 75,000.
Goodness.
So it's quite a different size for me. So it's a metropolitan area, that is for sure. And right now, because it's springtime, everything's in bloom. The trees have just leafed out, and we've got peonies and roses, and lilac season.
Oh, goodness. Are you getting ready to have some presentations with your children? Do you do that in the spring?
I do. We've actually concluded for the year. I just finished a big stage production with kids from the ages of 5 to 8. A group of about 70 children performed Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh.
So much fun.
Maurice Sendak, Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah. So
I bet the costumes were just fabulous.
They were. Everything came together really, really in a wonderful way. We performed in a local theater, and the kids sang and danced as part of the performance, and it was really well received.
You'll have to send me some pictures, Catherine, and I'll post them here on our Facebook page for the Art Connection here.
Yes.
We'll share what we were doing.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate you calling in. I'm going to give you a call back here after the show, and thank you for joining us here from Poland this morning.
Yes, well, I'll look forward to our continued conversation, and good luck with the art scene there in Tyler. I can't wait to come visit and see what's happening.
Perfect. We'll make you some blueberry cobbler.
That's what I wanted to say to you. You come see us. We'd love it. You know, you're always welcome in Texas.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it.
All righty. Thanks for calling in. Bye-bye.
Bye, Catherine.
Bye-bye.
We need to take a break, and thank you for listening in, and thank you for keeping us going this morning. Bye-bye.
Set a new button for 97.5 FM, KTBB.
As a family-owned business, the Bergfeld Insurance Agency values treasured heirlooms. The agency has been passed down through generations, so they understand the importance of ensuring family history. Trust the Bergfeld Agency to insure your collectible art and precious jewels. Homeowner policies may not cover your collection, so call today for a free quote. They're an independent agency offering customized policies from multiple carriers for home, auto, RV, and business. BergfeldAgency.com.
My name's Ronnie, and I lost my arms in June of 2004.
A lineman for the local electric company, Ronnie spent 45 days in the hospital after a power line accident took both his arms. With a lot of effort and dedication, he learned to use prosthetic limbs. 18 months later, with the support of his employer, Ronnie went back to work.
It felt good for me to be able to go back and be with the guys that I work with.
As his employer's workers' comp provider, Texas Mutual Insurance Company is proud we could help Ronnie get back to his job. But what means even more is that we could help him get back to his life.
I like fishing. I can take the boat out by myself. I do drive my truck. I do hunt and fish. Even after 11 years, Texas Mutual still calls and checks on me and seeing if I need anything. Without Texas Mutual, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Texas Mutual is committed to working with employers to help get injured employees back on the job and back to their lives. To learn more about our Return to Work programs, go to WorkSafeTexas.com.
There are several things that are distinctive about American Plumbing Company.
That's Milton Vanderpool, master plumber and owner of American Plumbing Company of Tyler.
Number one is the quality of people that work there. Our staff is friendly, they're very accommodating. Our men are well trained, And so they come prepared with years and years of experience where they can diagnose a problem quickly.
When you call American Plumbing Company, you can have confidence in the work they do.
The integrity of the worker is really critical. Certainly our men have seen just about everything. Our workers at American Plumbing Company will do what they say they're going to do, and they're not going to take shortcuts which end up costing the customer money in the long run.
American Plumbing Company, serving all of East Texas for nearly 30 years. American Plumbing is fully insured and is an A-plus accredited business with the Better Business Bureau. Repairs, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. American Plumbing Company, online at apctyler.com. American Plumbing Company, license number M10861.
Are you ready for Summer 16? Apex Summer Training Systems are filling up. If you're on the fence, here are a few things to consider. We are the first athletic enhancement facility to come to East Texas, and we've been here delivering life-changing results and serving in the community for 11 years. We have been a part of developing individual athletes from elementary school to the professional level. Because we've fostered and seen these results, we know what the youth need for long-term athletic development. We have been a part of developing over 200 Division I athletes and counting in 6 different sports over the last 11 years. We're the only facility in East Texas that trains pro athletes in multiple sports year-round here in Tyler, Texas. Our training prices range from $12 to $24 an hour, and we can work with your athletes from 1 day a week to 5 days a week, depending on their workload outside of APEC. Kindergarten through professional athlete, we have something for you. Now, what is stopping you from the best summer ever? Get your spot for APEC Summer 16 today. 939-2732, apecgo.com.
Hi, this is Joe at Stonebridge Heating and Air. We get so many people asking us about the Douglas mini splits. For the room additions, commercial conference rooms that are always too warm when you add 20 people. We rep Carrier, Lennox, Toshiba, Fujitsu, and Mitsubishi. As a diamond dealer for Mitsubishi, that increases your warranty to 12 years because of the extra training our company has gone through. Ducted mini splits are also very popular because we can run extra ducts to those restrooms or closets in that bonus room or home theater. Stonebridge Heating and Air, license 22357C, 565-5414.
The Doctor of Democracy is in. Rush Limbaugh, weekday mornings at 11 on your only local news radio, 97.5 KTBB FM.
We're back with Art Connection of East Texas. Thank you for hanging in here with us. And our special guest, Alex Ruiz of Starsteed Band.
Hello.
It's been a fun morning. I woke up at 4:30 ready to roar.
Ready
and roll.
to go. Me too.
Here we are.
I have no room to talk then.
Me too.
Did you go to bed about 4:30?
No, it's about 12:30.
Well, you're young. You can do that.
That's what they say. Middle age is when you realize you start to get up about the time you used to go to bed. So I've reached that spot. Mother, you'll be proud to know.
Alex, I know that you young musicians sometimes find it difficult to get your music out there and for people to recognize you and to help that be less of a challenge. One of the things that we wanted to offer you is to put your phone number out there and your band name and what you would like to tell people so that they could reach you and invite you to sing at venues and to play your music as a band. So let's do that right now, and then we're going to also do some music.
Okay, yeah. My phone number is 903-312-9875. That's my personal cell phone. And then I have a Gmail account you can always reach me at as well. That it's just Starsteed Band, all one word, at gmail.com. But yeah, no, it's so crazy to me because I'm still trying to pinch myself because I released my music in February. And I've had all the success, just networking and just falling into the right people. And so if I could tell young musicians, that are trying to make it, it's one of the biggest things that I saw that I needed to address was the fact that having professionally recorded music to show venues puts you at light years ahead of the game. And then pretty much having a professional it's called EPK, electronic press kit. There's some certain websites. I use Sonic Bids myself. It's pretty much just an all-in-one little website. You can put your music on there, photos, your gigs when you're playing next, links to social media, and it puts it in a nice little email that you can send to venues. And
when you're on Facebook, or Star Steed on Facebook, you can go back and just see all the different venues that you've been playing through here in town and catch little glimpses of you here, there, and everywhere.
Oh yeah, I'm planning on going to LA next month, and I'm still in the works of trying to get a show in Dallas next week. Yeah, there's opportunities coming.
Seeing all that diverse background.
And it's about networking, isn't it?
Mm-hmm, networking, for sure.
And running into those people, and they say you call. When you mentioned your website, it's spelled STEED, isn't it? Star Steed.
Yes,
STEED.
It's horse. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I figured it'd be be a perfect name for a spaceship.
I like that.
Star Steed.
I do too. We might make that happen. Well, we need to take another break. I'm getting the signal, so we'll be right back.
Looking for one of our advertisers? Search the advertiser directory at ktbb.com. ktbb.com. Hosted by Group M7.
Are you looking for an excellent and professional real estate team? Judy Koonsman and her team of professionals at Keller Williams Realty are ready and excited to help you with your real estate needs. With Judy having 20 plus years of experience, she is definitely the person to have working for you. She brings her enthusiasm and professionalism required to get you to the closing table and will make buying or selling a home easier for you. Call the Judy Koonsman team today at 903-581-0111. They're selling real estate with a smile.
Owning a piece of past times, a true antique reflecting quality of craftsmanship and beauty completes the decor of any home. You can find these treasures at 2 shops at Bergfeld Center. Silver Lining Antiques, a collection of shops, and Royal Passage Antiques and Gifts, both located in Bergfeld Center, offer the finest collection of antiques in East Texas. Both antique shops are full of special pieces thoughtfully displayed. Silver Lining Antiques and Royal Passage Antiques. Find them both in Tyler's Bergfeld Center.
One of the business buzzwords today is metric. Hi, this is Paul Gleiser for the University of Texas at Tyler. A metric is a key measure of the economic value of something. When we were young, how much we spent on college wasn't so critical because, in the great arc of life, the money came back many times over. That metric has changed. College costs have greatly outpaced inflation, and many students are graduating college under a mountain of debt that affects every subsequent decision about their lives. That's why your student should consider the University of Texas at Tyler. With over 80 degree programs in a setting that emphasizes instruction and close student-faculty interaction, UT Tyler is a tremendous education value. Your student will leave the university with a fine education at a cost that makes a lifetime of economic sense. Think about smaller classes, lower tuition, and outstanding academics. Then schedule a tour at uttyler.edu. uttyler.edu, the University of Texas at Tyler. I'm telling you, a ribeye steak can either be a wonderful experience or a complete waste of money. Hi, this is Paul Gleiser. The ribeye, when done well, is the crown jewel of steaks. It's the most flavorful and the most tender. But there is no greater crime in all of steakdom than settling for a mediocre ribeye. If a ribeye can't be great, it shouldn't be at all. Which is why where you order a ribeye matters. In my opinion, you can do no better in East Texas than the ribeye at Keepersall Estates. It starts with hand-cut prime beef. Then it's expertly salted and peppered, nothing else being necessary on a prime ribeye, and then perfectly grilled. Pair this magnificent steak with a bottle of Keepersall's 2012 Syrah, and you'll talk about your dinner for weeks to come. It's the kind of experience you'll only get in a locally owned, family-run restaurant. So go south on Broadway to FM 344, left under the bridge 1.5 miles to the Keepersall entrance gate on your left, and then follow the signs. Learn more and get reservations at keepersall.com.
Hi, Bill Coates here. In addition to the work that I do on the air here at ESPN and KTBB Radio, I'm also a salesperson. And in that role, I count on the management to provide me with the right tools. One of the most important of those tools is our sales collateral material. In order to succeed in sales, you have to look good in print. That's why we here at KTBB and ESPN count on Hudson Printing and Graphic Design. Sure, a lot of our sales material is done online, but that can never take the place of what we have in hand when we meet face-to-face with a client. Hudson Printing takes care of that for us. If we need 10 copies of something or 10,000, Hudson produces it, makes it look great, and does it for a price that makes sense in a cost-conscious business environment. So do what we've done. Take a look at your printed matter. If it's not what you think it should be, call Hudson Printing and let them help you. Hudson Printing and Graphic Design. Online at hudsonprint.com.
Sean Hannity, weekdays at 2. Set a new button for 97.5 FM, KTBB.
We're back with the last section of Art Connection of East Texas. Thank you, Cindy,
Thank
for always
you.
getting up and being here with me.
Love it.
For the next few weeks, here's our lineup. AC Gentry, Tyler Icon is going to be here next week with Galen Dingler. Then on the 25th, Cassie Edmonds and Don Edmonds, her father. They're going to be here. That is going to be a tremendous 2 weeks of shows. Then we're still working on our July 2nd event. But then on July the 9th, we're going to have Natalie Sampson. She is a young woman who is from Tyler. She went to OU and in Oklahoma, and she received her degree in graphic design, and she is working for a very large graphic design company out of Dallas. And I wanted Natalie to come on and talk about her career and her choices to make her career in art. And we're going to be talking with her. And then Gail Lassiter will be here July 16th. So that's our next 5 weeks. We're going to be busy.
Well, and don't you feel so inspired by learning a little something from these different artists each week?
Absolutely.
It's so much fun.
Absolutely. Okay.
Alex,
we're going to have you to play one more time. And I really encourage those of you who have a venue that you need music to reach out to some of our local art and our local bands and have them come and play for you. I know that's done a lot in the different restaurants, and maybe we can get that out there more and more and more, because you are so talented.
Oh, and I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I'm
There's
just
so
one
many of you.
I'm so humble.
One of many.
One of many. There's so many amazing bands around here.
Yeah, and I would like to connect with some of the rest of them. So if you know someone that you think would be willing to come on and talk with us, we'd love to interview them, talk with them.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to play for us next?
I'm going to play the title track of the EP that I first sent y'all.
Good.
That one always, that was the one that I cried a little bit when I wrote it, because it was just a situation that had gone. You know, it's in pop music. It's you know, it's there's always, you know, that girl song that you have.
So you're gonna make us cry.
That girl song.
that girl song.
Hold me close.
There's always that girl around, isn't there?
Yeah, and just it happens.
Let's hear it.
All right.
I've been in the situation before. I guess you don't really learn till you fall on the floor. And I can't stand to see you in the arms of him. Pursuing you seems like the ultimate sin. Hey Marie, you always seem to get the best of me. Hey Marie, maybe we're not meant to be. Why do I, or even try? Guess it seems I'll always be the other guy. And every time it starts the same, I look into those eyes and I
can't escape. Oh, when I find out it's too late, you're taken by another man, and this wasn't a date. No, no, no.
We're going to say goodbye. Art Connection of East Texas.
We'll see you
Thank you
next
for
week.
being here. Bye-bye. Thank you for being our listener today.
Take us with you on your smartphone or iPad. Search KTBB in the App Store. Sponsored by Tyler Ford.